ever been to a really, really big celebration? An amazing party that celebrates something amazing? I've been to a couple of those in my time. A couple of 125th anniversaries of communities, a couple of celebrations for people that turned 100 years old. And those milestones are always something that we really celebrate, that we mark with a big occasion. We have a cake, or at least we always seem to have a cake. Regardless of whatever culture is celebrating, there's always good food. And people come from far and wide to celebrate the person or the thing or the event. Weddings are sometimes like this. Sadly, sometimes funerals are too. And we gather and we celebrate. Our gatherings this year are pretty limited. We can't really get together the way we want. And because of that, all of the normal things that we mark in our lives, our birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, funerals, big milestones, have been very different. Can you imagine what kind of celebration they had in heaven the night Jesus came to earth? The night the Son of God, the Word of God, was incarnated in human flesh and came to us. How the angels must have partied. We know that some of them were sent to tell the shepherds of the good news. What joy they must have felt in their hearts, that this amazing presence that they lived with in heaven every day, in whatever heaven we imagine or where it might be, was going to come to earth, that the human beings that they loved and watched over were going to know this presence, that they were going to physically be able to see him and hear him, and once he grew and was older, to learn from him. How they must have loved this moment and celebrated it. We can only imagine just a fraction of their joy in the message that they give to the shepherds, how they sang, how the sky lit up like daylight, and how joyous they were in their celebration and their gift of their song and their beauty to the shepherds. What do we celebrate in our lives like that, other than the weddings and the funerals and the anniversaries and those other events that I've already mentioned? What do we celebrate with such joy? Have we ever thought about Jesus like that, as someone amazing and spectacular, someone to throw a party for? Maybe at Christmas time when we have our turkey, we spare a moment and we think about Jesus, or we come to church and we really reflect on Jesus' birth. But the unabashed joy that the angels must have felt, how often do we feel like that because of God with us, because of God Emmanuel? We need to live this joy out in our hearts every day, so that we are blessed with the same sense of presence that the angels knew, the same delight in the love of God in our lives each day, the same joy at the wonder and miracle of life. So as you think about your Christmas celebrations, and perhaps you're feeling sad because they're very different this year, we all are, it's a big change. Think about the joy of the angels and their celebration and how they lived that out, and try and find new ways that you can celebrate each and every day, the small, the amazing, the incredible in your life, so that all others see your celebration and are inspired by it. We celebrate with the angels this Advent. Here we have a picture of the angels celebrating for day 15. I'm going to put it in its place, and then I'm sure that will make everything clear. Oh, I can begin to see some things taking shape. Can you? Watch again tomorrow. You'll see another picture. All will become clear in the fullness of time.